Billy Ray Brown is with his group of Fred Couples, Jerry Kelly, and Ernie Els. Now,
what a wonderful day, Bob, too. Now, Fred Couples at that yardage there, 291 to the front. If he gets the ball turning over, could chase it up on this green up the left-hand side.
Freddie's always been able to hit his 3-wood a long way, so don't be surprised if he doesn't do that, Billy Ray. He can put a little sting in this when he wants to.
Yeah, he is not concerned about turning it over. That's not his usual ball flight, but this club he can turn over and chase out there.
Straight.
Oh, same thing. Kicked in that left bunker, but did not come out. So that's a tough shot he's got.
take a look at some early highlights. Fred Couples after a bogey at the first. And Lanny, we've seen him not take advantage of par fives this year. His third at the par 5 second.
Got 2 good shots, gets it just off the front edge, and this for Eagle 3. Good way to rebound for Fred Couples.
Third shot for Fred Couples at the par 5 12th.
He'll have to use all of his skills here. Had to get it up over that lip of that bunker. Not that bad from that position, Laney. It's one of the most difficult shots a player finds himself with. Yeah, one that doesn't break a lot. These greens here at Tucson National are really not that big. You find the center of the green, you give yourselves really good looks.
Did he hit it? Yes, he did.
Yes.
Buries another one. Maybe that long one got him going. Going with driver. Kind of keep it down the left center. There's bunkers down the right-hand side of the fairway. You really have to avoid those. Even if you're in the left rough, you're okay.
And Laney, the bunker you talked about on the right-hand side, 259 to those bunkers on the right.
Just don't want any part of that right side. It's a bad angle over there as well, Billy Ray. That's perfect.
In his face a little bit.
And so that really enables him, if he wants to get aggressive and trying to get this close, because the ball will stop a little quicker going into the wind.
Oh, I killed it. I killed it.
Just came over the top of it a little bit, and it's exactly what I was talking about there. Just trying to avoid that bunker.
Pretty good swing right there, Billy Ray.
Starts at left, trying to fade it back into the hole. Doesn't fade it. Not too bad, though, right there.
Fred's got an iron out.
Yeah, it might be a different mindset. If it's Sunday afternoon, you need to make something happen. But round one, I think this is a smart play.
Sometimes your concentration lapses a little bit on layups like this, but you've got to stay focused. You make a mistake here, and now you're struggling.
And these little touch shots, and we always talk about his feel, and this is what's required in this shot here, a lot of touch.
Yeah, it's the kind of shot with Fred that the yardage is he knows the yardage, but he's not thinking about it. He's visualizing this, where he wants to land the ball and the trajectory he wants to hit the shot on.
Yeah, that number just gives him a reference point.
Get up.
He went for the spinner and didn't hit it hard enough. I agree, and you know, Fred was probably looking at an undercut, but it's not a great hole location for a little undercut 7. There's more on the right side, but when Fred's swinging well, it doesn't make any difference where the hole is.
Yeah, this is on a really good line. That was like 3/4 shot there.
Well done. Really well judged there by Fred.
That just goes back to what you talked about Freddie back playing that shorter shot. That yardage was a reference, but he knew the type of shot that he wanted to play there.
Now over at 17, Steve Stricker did make his short birdie putt. Fred Couples getting set to play his second.
It's going to be interesting. It's going to be fun to watch here. Freddie's missed the fairway right, as the majority of the players do here. That hole bends from right to left. Fairway goes in the opposite direction. Now he's got to keep it low. He's got that option right there with the pine trees in front of him. I think the play for him right now is a big slice. He's going to send it out to the left side of the green and try to cut it back in there. And now he's got a number he can work with. He's got 198 to the front. So I would imagine this ball is probably going to cut probably 30 yards.
Again, a nice clean line that Dormant Bermuda, so can do whatever he wants with this.
Hits a bullet. Now it's cutting. Might go over the green.
That made a right-hand turn.
No,
Billy, right?
That was a fantastic shot, and going back into the breeze helped him quite a bit.
I've looked at the forecast. I don't see any more than 6 miles an hour wind coming the next 2 days, which means the scores are going to continue to be low.
Two-putt birdie for Couples moves him into a share of 10th and currently 5 off the lead of Brett Quigley.
You know what makes this hole, even though it's round one, it makes it so interesting because it's never over, because you can hit what you think is a perfect tee shot here and find the penalty area.
Well, then you've got one of the toughest greens, if not the toughest green on the golf course. That is right down the middle for Fred.
Kill Fred.
All right.
Good shot.
Now Fred Couples back on the fairway at 18.
Yeah, he has got a long approach here coming back up the hill. 197 yards total.
Come on, be right. Come on, be right.
Oh, it is right. What a shot there by Couples.
That looked very easy, didn't it? I mean, that was just a gorgeous swing by Fred. Landed in exactly the correct place.
Drawing big crowds here at the Cologuard Classic. Couples with a birdie at the 17th, and then watch the second shot from 197 yards out at the closing hole, the par 4 18, setting up another birdie opportunity for Couples. Turned 60 in the fall, trying to win for the first time as a 60-year-old. He's got a short birdie putt coming up at the Cologuard Classic. Fred Couples off to a fast start at the par 4 6. Couples rolls this in for his 5th birdie in his first 6 holes. That got him to 10 under par. Fred Couples coming off a bogey at the 10th, playing his 2nd at the par 4 11th. Couples made a birdie here yesterday, had to make a long putt to do so.
Perfect tee shot. Just got to get the right distance coming in here. He does not.
Fred Couples going with the blue pants today, his 3rd shot at the 11th.
Really doesn't have much green. Guess got to drop it over the edge. He does, catches the cut. That's really well done there for Fred.
Over at the 12th, Fred Couples playing his 3rd shot, the 12th, easily reachable today with the tee up.
And this is a great lead by Fred. He's got plenty of green to work with. His pitching has been excellent. He's holding one of these. That gets away from him a little bit.
Now Fred Couples for his birdie at 12.
About 14 feet. Got to keep the pace up. Oh, he does. Freddie's missed a couple little putts, but he has made a boatload of longer ones.
He's on the tee at the par 4 13th. Phil Blackmar has joined this group.
Just a little breeze from the left on this dogleg right, short par 4 with driver. Oh, smoke down the right-hand side. Good looking shot.
Mainly just got to stay left of those bunkers. You do that, and it really sets up nice.
Phil, what does Fred have in at 13?
Just a little flip wedge, 87 yards into a little breeze, which will help this shot. The hole cut on the front left. There's a little good-natured spin.
That really was. Use that slope, bringing the ball all the way back to the hole. Just looks like he's got a couple feet. I actually like his stroke better with left hand low.
Right down the middle for Fred Couples. So back-to-back birdies for Couples. All right, Phil Blackmar, Fred Couples on the tee at 14, 186 yards today. Any wind to deal with?
The wind has recently come up from the right back into the player's face here. It's a very inviting right hole location today.
But 9 birdies at 14 today.
Got to hang on easy. That's okay. It's just off the edge, but not very far.
All right, Fred Couples from just off the green at 14 with his look at birdie.
This is a straight putt. If you can get it through the fringe on a good line, you should have a chance.
Got it on its way. Will it turn? Yes, it does. Fred Couples 3 in a row now. He moves to 12 under, and he's just a shot off the lead of Quigley.
Fred is making some putts. I mean, they're not particularly short ones. They've got some length.
Third shot for Couples at
Good.
15.
Good lie, Bob. Just 100 yards here with a sand wedge. Again, don't hit that knob. And he's did. He's flown it past the hole. See if it comes back again. Not as much as we saw a couple holes ago.
If it was a club that fit perfect, then let's have at it.
Even at 193.
Oh, yeah. Not one-handed, though.
It's a bounce.
Oh, my.
Back at the Cologuard Classic, Fred Couples short of the green at 16, now playing his second.
And you got to make a choice here whether you want to fly it up on top under the back plateau or skip it in there. He's got a very lofty club and a pretty steep uphill lie. Let's see which way he goes.
From this distance, you almost into yardage, Big.
Oh, he struck a nerve there.
Fred Couples coming off bogey at 16 on the tee at 17.
And playing a little downwind over the lake. Sharp dogleg left. Looks like he's got 3-wood.
It was 3-wood, Phil.
Playing downwind, you need to land it the short part of the fairway to stay in the fairway. And boy, what a nice play that was.
Remember, Couples had a look at Eagle yesterday at 17. Wound up making birdie.
I think if he starts trying to go with that flag, the margin of error is so small.
Oh, no, it's helping so much now off the left more. Like that.
Even going left, he's going to have to get this to stop quickly coming downwind. Elevated green usually is pretty firm.
Long and left, and looks like Fred almost lost his balance a little bit there. You rarely see that.
Back at the Cologuard Classic, Fred Couples playing his third shot at the par 5 17th.
Pretty simple pitch here. Just pitch it on the green, let it release to the hole.
Fred's got great hands, usually very good at this shot.
Didn't look like he caught that quite right.
He did not. He's just all of a sudden just slightly out of sorts there, Phil.
If you're going to leave yourself one this length, you'd like to leave it where you're putting back uphill. Not the case here for Couples now coming down the hill. So you can't afford to be real aggressive with this putt.
Maybe just left edge or not much out, I don't think. He got it left edge, moved perfect. Beautiful putt.
Couples responds off the bogey at 16 with birdie at 17. So he's back to 12 under, 2 off the lead of Quigley, who's got some issues over at 16. Fred Couples on the tee at 18, and Biggie talked about how this hole has caused him fits over the years, whether it's here at the Cologuard Classic or on the regular tour yesterday. Couples played it perfectly in making birdie.
Well, it's a tough tee shot today, particularly with driver, the breeze back in the player's face. Yesterday, some players were able to take it over the corner of the water. That's a big ask today.
Got to put it down the left center for Fred and move it left to right.
He's done that, Lanny.
Needs to go a little bit more right. There it goes. That's perfect. He caught that slope in the fairway exactly correct. Beautiful.
I think he can take an 8-iron here with a little breeze back in his face and just loft this well up into the wind and let that soften the landing. He's got a chance to hit a good shot here.
Yes, he does. I mean, you've got to be down here in the flat where Fred is, I think, to really try and get it close. He needs a good swing right now.
Well, he took it way up in the air.
Front bunker. Got
Unlucky.
it up in the air too much, and probably the wind above that grandstand's killed it.
All right, Phil Blackmar, third shot for Couples here at 18.
Good lie coming up the hill. Not a hard bunker shot at all. Freddie always a good bunker player.
Little left's going to kick left.
And you've really got to make sure to let the putter go. You can't hang on here or you'll block it right.
I think he's going left-hand low on this. Oh, that was a beautiful stroke by Fred.
Couples with a 7 under par 66 today. He's in a 12 under.
And that's a little confidence builder with the putter right there, Bob. That was a difficult putt. Look at this. Puts it out. Let's see if he gets a couple balls outside the hole. He does. Bounces a little bit, but holds the line and just does get in the right edge.
And thanks, Bob. Freddie, great playing out there today. The par on the 18th, the putt you made, great putt. How big was that leading into tomorrow?
Well, I mean, every shot's big, especially I got a little sloppy to back 9. And I honestly thought I hit a pretty good second shot, but I left it in a good place. And I wanted, like we were talking, to be short of the hole, not pin high with that big breaker. But it was a good feeling. I stroked it well and it went in. And dinner's going to, as they all say, dinner will be a lot better.
You hit a couple kind of wild shots, as you mentioned, and maybe your back, you said, at times kind of getting to you a little?
Well, on those swings, believe it or not, it only hurts when I make horrible swings, and I made about 3 of them today, and I just get stuck, and then that's when my back goes in a position where I don't really want it. I want to clear through the ball, and on 16, I was trying to hit a low bullet in there, not a great shot. I was just trying to get it in the middle of the green, and I fatted it, and those hurt. But a lot of good swings. I made a lot of birdies. I tried to be really, really aggressive today because I was trying to figure out how a lot of these guys, you know, shoot 7, 8, 9 under. I don't get it. And I did today, but it was because I putted well.
Well, certainly we look forward to watching you tomorrow. And I'm not a doctor, but I think your back's saying, don't do that.
No, it is. You're correct, Phil.
Good luck tomorrow.
All right.
Tucson National has a rich tradition of professional golf dating back to the mid-'60s for the 6th consecutive year, hosting the Cologuard Classic, the 4th event of the PGA Tour Champion season. Fred Couples looking for his 14th win on the PGA Tour Champions, his first since turning 60. Couples started the day 2 off the lead of Brett Quigley. Couples with a birdie at the par 5 second, then off the back of the green, Lanny, over at the 3rd. Couples rolls in yet another.
He holds several putts from off the green. This is just one more. Freddie really has the putter working from long distance.
Couples a little trouble over at the 6th, Lanny.
Yeah, he drove it in the fairway bunker off the tee, could not get to the green, played a beautiful pitch into about 12 feet and saves par. That's just a great save.
Now Couples from that fairway bunker.
He's got to get it up really quickly here.
Right back at his feet. Did not catch that as solid as he would like.
He had the same issue back at 7 where he ended up saving par.
I don't think he can get this one to the green. This is not any better, Billy Ray.
Solid contact there. This is out to the right, and this is going to miss the green probably 15 yards right there, but hole high.
Now Fred Couples getting set to play his 4th shot at the 10th.
And this is a must up and down for Fred Couples. That's coming up the slope out of that Dormer Bermuda grass. You got options here, but he's coming back uphill. He can fly this actually ball on the green. And out of this line, can spin it just a little bit. Low little checker here. Should check right there. Oh, did not. Ran out.
I mean,
Good 12 feet past.
Billy Ray, with where these leaders are, he's just taking himself out of the tournament.
Fred Couples now for his bogey at 10.
It's a great save. Gives him a chance. He's got to go on a serious birdie run, but that helped a lot. I thought with Fred falling behind, Billy Ray might take driver and get aggressive here.
You know, I think if you do, you might get too close to this green given that hole location. You'd like to have it far enough back where you can spin it because there's not much room on that right-hand side to work with your approach.
Good shot by Fred.
Back at the Cologuard Classic, Fred Couples coming off back-to-back bogeys, his 2nd into 11.
154 yards. The wind today is into the player's face, and it's a much cooler wind today. Good line.
Well, that's what he's got to do every hole, Billy Ray, is go flag hunting, no question.
Couples just missed a makeable birdie putt at 11, bogeys at 9 and 10.
That's going to chase up that right-hand side.
That really chased out, just gets into the edge of the rough. Don't know if he has any overhanging trees or not.
All right, what's Fred Couples facing here at 12, Billy Ray?
Well, he had a huge tee shot. He's got 226 to the front, but the ball came to rest in that right-hand rough on a really bare lie. It's actually kind of crusty. And he has to kind of work it around a tree up there about 110 yards in front of him, but that's not going to be any issue at all.
That's way left and long. Did not cut it. And that is really long. Still going. That's got to be 30, 40 yards over the green.
All right, Billy Ray, what about this lie and what Couples has to deal with?
Well, he's got a good lie, but he's, you know, a good 20 yards over the green to the left. He can't see the putting surface whatsoever. He has to come up and over some mounding, but he has a clear path all the way to the hole.
That is really well done. What a play by Fred. Great touch.
Laney, I will tell you, I'm back here by where the I can't see the green that he was so far over the green.
He actually went over the bunker, Billy. He had to go over the edge of the bunker.
Amazing.
That was wonderful. Take a look at this again. Different angle here for Fred. You see, great soft hands, carries it onto the green, just enough spin to kill it, and just trickles out right by the hole. I would love to see that, Billy Ray.
So Couples missed the green at 12, but he's the only one in the group to make a birdie.
16.
Fred Couples coming off birdie at 12, 4 off the lead of Langer on the tee at 13.
Yeah, going with driver is Couples, helping wind here, trying to take those bunkers down the right out of play. 306 carries those bunkers up the right.
And he's right of the bunkers and stayed out, Billy Ray.
Fred Couples playing his second into 13.
Now the stance is going to be no issue. Perfect lie. He has to come up and over that bunker. He's got 127 carries the bunker with a helping breeze. Just needs to get up. Oh,
comes up short in the bunker, Billy Ray.
Laney, it plugged in the face of the bunker.
Ooh.
This a moment ago over at 13, Billy Ray. Fred Couples plugged.
And this is no good. Ball well above his feet. It's plugged in the face of the bunker. You have to be concerned there. What a big swing just to get it out. That's one of those shots you can actually hurt yourself.
Couples on the tee at 14.
Well, the glove of choice here, 7-iron.
Flies it past the flag. It's okay. He's going to have a long look, about 30 feet.
Doable from there.
If you want to take a chance off the tee, you can make this happen, and that's what Fred did. I think his hand was forced at this time.
Well, the wind had just picked up, helping with the players here. Ball sits on the upslope, which is going to help him elevate these shot. He'll definitely have to bring it in from left to right. Takes it over those trees.
Tough shot with that hole location on the left-hand side. Just left of the green. Should be okay. Just going to be a little bit on the short side.
Couples even on his round today.
Just hole high left.
Had to bounce it through the fringe and just didn't hit it hard enough.
Fred Couples over at 17, his second shot.
All right. Huge tee shot. 213 total. Trying to bring it in high and soft.
Hard to hold that green. Looked like he didn't get it moving left or right.
Fred Couples playing his third at 17.
Delicate little pitch there coming down the slope.
Really well done.
A lot of touch there.
Couples for his birdie at 17.
Just a wonderful pitch down the hill.
It's his fourth birdie of the day, but the 3 bogeys at 9, 10, and 13 derailed any chances for Couples today to make a serious run. Couples on the tee at 18.
Looked like 3-wood there. Just down the left center. That looks perfect. Right down the right center now. It's cut just a little bit. Should catch that slope. There it goes. That's large.
You know, with his length and everything else, he's going to be in contention a lot. Now,
I would think so. He's got a good putting stroke. He's a nice iron player. And a thing I like is how well he's pitched the ball with the heat on him around these greens. He's the whole package.
Disappointing day for Fred Couples. Just 1 under on his round. Has a birdie putt here at 18.
Uphill, this is slow. Just got out of the hole to the left. Good effort. Disappointing day for Fred. He's putting himself in position, just not closing the deal. Not sure he would have today the way Langer was going, but still great playing.